You can't go wrong with Now It's Dark.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark, Bigfoot Exorcist. Let's talk about Wild Eye releasing 2024 Bigfoot Exorcist. This is a crazy movie. Let me look. It's only 70 minutes long, so if you've got an hour and 10 minutes, this is a fun movie. It's Wild Eye. It's low budget. I don't even think they had a $2,000 budget from what I could see. They did have like a Indigo Pop or a fun GoFundMe thing going on for a while, but they didn't nearly raise what they were looking for. It's got 100 reviews on IMDb with a 5.4, so I mean that's 50-50. This was directed and written by Donald Farmer and Newt Wallen. It's about a demonic cult summoning Bigfoot to kill. Claude gets attacked, inheriting Bigfoot's curse to turn into a bloodthirsty beast nightly. A nun, exorcist, tries to free Claude from this nightmare before it's too late. And, yeah, so I was going to do this tongue-in-cheek and just, I don't know. I was going to say that it wasn't a waste of time watching. There were no scenes of people just walking or driving that were wasting time or filling minutes. The script is 100% on point. It never seems inconsistent or meaningless. This movie never feels low budget or overacted. This movie never felt way longer than 70 minutes. This movie leaves you wanting more with a major cliffhanger ending. And that's tongue-in-cheek. This movie was filmed in Lexington, Kentucky, where maybe there are actual Bigfoot things going on. It did feel at times like it could have been Dayton, Ohio, though. Everything about this seems 100% real, based on a true story. So some one-liners that I wrote, some of the pluses about this movie were there were cultists, there was a Bigfoot, we get people jogging, we have vaping sexist hillbillies, we have marshmallow toasting teen girls camping, and Breastis was groped by one of the girls. We have a beefy roomy
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?
nun exorcist, played by Dixie Gears. We did get an annoying privileged couple, Claude and Rose. Rose was played by Jessa Flux, and she's been in a ton of other stuff. She's an attractive young lady. And I'm trying to look real quick where who played Claude, because there is Ford Windstar plays Claude Miles. So we do get a set of boobies. Let me make sure I mention that. So if you're just in it for the boobs, you get it. It's in it. I thought for a long part of this movie we weren't going to get a boob shot, and then we did, and it was great. Probably the best thing of this whole movie. Bigfoot definitely never looked like it was just a person wearing a mask or rubber gloves. The blood never looked like it had just been poured on anyone's body. Um, some of the best parts of this movie was some of the writing. I'm not going to lie. This is not tongue-in-cheek. They do make a point to really kind of adapt in a very strange, very roundabout way the Wolfman lore of, in particular, if you are attacked by a werewolf and you survive, like if you're bitten, you've now become cursed with becoming a werewolf. And that is the road this movie took with the lore of the Bigfoot. And that's why there is an exorcist. But she's not like an ordained exorcist. So there's Mother Superior, who has major issues with her performing any kind of exorcism, and they elaborate into her past as having maybe injured or killed a young boy. I can't remember what they said, but something happened to a young boy who she thought was possessed, and she conducted an exorcism, and it didn't go well. And yeah, so that's kind of like where we're at. We get this cult kind of randomly inserted throughout this movie, repeating like their whatever mantra is to kind of invoke Bigfoot. But we were introduced to Bigfoot before the cult, so they whatever they were doing, their pre-game warm up was working already because Bigfoot was out there. And um, then we get the nun exorcist. She does come across in a cemetery a gentleman who ends up being the cursed person with the Bigfoot curse. She performs an exorcism, yada yada. Doesn't necessarily work. That Bigfoot finds Claude, who's camping with his girlfriend Rose, played by Jessica Flux, and now Claude has contracted the Bigfoot disease, and he inadvertently also happens to spread that disease to his girlfriend Rose, who does survive the film, but she is like the final girl, and there's a very shocking ending, um, and it is a cliffhangery ending, and you just don't know where they could take this story next. I don't want to spoil the last 5 minute scene with Jexaflux and what she ends up going through after having also been inflicted with the Bigfoot um, disease. I'm trying so hard not to spoil it. Let's just say that she doesn't turn into a Bigfoot, but uh, women have this remarkable ability to repopulate the earth. So maybe something along those lines happens. But yeah, it's a fun movie. You know, you got to go into a Wild Eye movie titled Bigfoot Exorcist with kind of just low expectations, and you can't look at it with a very critical eye. And that's what I enjoy about some of these movies. I try to watch these movies periodically, especially after I've been doing like hardcore movie reviews where I'm very focused on the movie. I like to throw into the mix a movie like this just to keep me grounded and to keep me having fun, because you need that in your movies. So go check out Bigfoot Exorcist. It's free on Fossum. I think I forgot to mention that. It's on Fossum. I was surprised that it wasn't on Tubi, but Fossum is another good resource for free movies. Oh, there's also some interesting facts about. I think this might have originally actually been a 2021 film, but um, everywhere that I looked, including on Fossum, on Amazon, if you want to go buy the DVD direct and have a physical copy of this, it does all list it as 2024, including IMDb. So I'm going with that it's a 2024 film, but I'm pretty confident that there was stuff going on in 2021 around this movie, whether or not they uh, showed it or aired it way back then. But IMDb has the release date as June 11th, 2024, which was just not too long ago, and it's already free on Fossum. So go check it out. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you believe in Bigfoot? And do you think there are any big feet in Dayton, Ohio?